Alright, test, test. Oh yeah, I need to do that. 2 seconds. Okay, welcome everybody. I'm gonna do some Lego today. Make sure I got everything. Okay, good. Good. Don't really need this anymore. So here's what we got. So this is part of that whole like rebuild the universe stuff that they've got going on, or had going on at one point in time. This is a TIE Fighter and X-Wing mashup. Surprisingly expensive for what it is. It's $100. I guess like as a Lego set for Star Wars, 1,000 pieces at $100 isn't really that unheard of. It just seems expensive for the set that it is. I think like 70 to 80 bucks. Anyway, or less. The whole purpose of this set is because you can change the wings on each of the sets and make a different vehicle. So yeah, we're gonna crack it. I'm gonna build these because I like spaceships. This box seems beat to shit. All right, let's organize our bags. 6, 5 stickers. 7, 4, 3, 8, 2, and 1. Okay. Got our bags separated. We got 2 instruction booklets. Interesting how they gave us, like, not the same style. Okay. That's weird. Okay, let's get started. Bag number 1. Looks like we're building the TIE Fighter first. Oh, those paper bags. Ugh, skin feels dry. Okay, let's minimize this real quick. So it looks like we got a little pilot dude. He has a... Well, actually, she has a single face. Just very stern. I do actually like the molds they do for the helmets for the Star Wars figures. I think they're pretty fun. Oh, wait. Must have gun. Anyway, hope everybody's doing good. Sunday, went to a party yesterday. I got to relax today. Probably gonna stream some more stuff after I finish this and then go have lunch. What's this piece? But yeah, I'm just gonna get started with this at least. I'm actually like a big fan of TIE fighters in general. I think they are cool. And I like that there are so many variations of TIE fighters. I think it is neat. It helps keep them sort of like more consistent, I think, than ships in the Rebel fleet, which it makes sense. The Empire is the Empire, and the Empire has a design team that are keeping like a unified direction, whereas the Rebel Alliance is a ragtag group of people putting whatever they possibly can together in order to fight the Empire. So it's not like they have any choice in what they have. They have to co-opt and use the things that they can actually get a hold of. So that's why their ships don't really look very cohesive. Little did I know that I was going to go on a dissertation about why Star Trek ships for either side look the way that they do. Anyway, it is kind of interesting, though, that like none of the ships that the Imperials use were really like super co-opted as like a major fighting force aspect of the Rebel Alliance. They are specifically wholly different ships with different designs. And honestly, like from a marketing standpoint, it'd be what, like, so that you can advertise them as individual things. And it's like, oh, that's clearly a good guy ship, and that's clearly like a bad guy ship. Like, you know. But anyway. I digress. Alright, we need these dark gray ones. Yeah, I do appreciate that, like, when you go from ship to ship in the Imperial fleet, the there are very key like signs as to the fact that it is like an Imperial ship. You know, it's just like, oh, that's your standard TIE fighter. Oh, its wings are bent. Oh, that's a different type of TIE fighter. Oh, it's got like bent wings that come to sharp points on at like four sharp points. Ooh, that's another type of TIE fighter. Oh, it's got three wings? What about what about it has two hulls and bent wings? What does that mean? So they're all TIE fighters. And I like it. I actually like the Empire ships much more than I do really the Rebel ships, like on like the as a whole, with the exception of the B wing, uh, and the A wing to some to a lesser extent. But yeah, those are the two like Rebel ships that I'm actually like fully on board with. So I watched Star Trek: Wrath of Khan yesterday for the umpteenth time with a friend, and man, that movie is really freaking good. It is just like a solid Very good story with a good enemy, and just works. It's good. Definitely, if that had been the first like Star Trek movie that had ever come out, if you reception would have been very different. But no, there was Star Trek the motion picture, and it was weird. Just I don't know. We're talking. It basically just like it tried to do too much of um, what 2001: A Space Odyssey had done, but it's like it didn't need to be that kind of movie. There we go. Pretty good so far. I really do have to start getting to work on those models for my friends, though. It's getting close to the end of the year. I do finally have basically everything I need for them, so I need to start pumping them out. I've been putting it off and be like, oh, there's too much stuff on my table. I need to get rid of that stuff before I can start those models, but then I keep on adding stuff to the table. No, I'll get started on them soon. They've released another part of the that Lumibrix or the fun hole Cyberpunk City, and it's some sort of like another tower, but it's got like uh part of it like a monorail on it. And while I am interested in that series, the price has gone up, and apparently it's like 180, $190 now. I'm just like, ugh, like it's the same stuff, and previously they were like 99, maybe like 110, 120. Like, I don't know if I can continue buying those anymore to justify it, really. Oh, sticker. Alright, so this one wants sticker number 10. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I do like those sets, but if they're gonna like sort of outprice themselves, I'm kind of okay skipping it. But I feel that the price increases are probably due to a lot of other things that are happening in the world right now, so I might not necessarily really be able to blame them too much for doing so. I mean, I'm pretty sure Lego's being hit by the same thing. Alright, two are on this side, but they get stickers. Get sticker number 9. Right, there we go. Now we're building up the rest of the back. They really have changed the way that they build these from way back in the old days, and I actually like really appreciate it. Man, it's like curves were like not a thing. You had to build everything with straight bricks. Okay, cool. So that's the first part. Need another sticker. Number 6. Okay, and then I'm assuming that we're doing the opposite side. Sticker number 3. That's the main. This is the main thing that I hate about like stickers, just in general. When you're having like a piece like this, where it's made up of 2 pieces, and you have to put a sticker on it, it's like it's a little bit more nerve wracking putting the stickers on because you have to make sure that they look right next to each other. Sometimes it is tricky. Now, this is an interesting way to do this. I'm not sure if I'm necessarily on board with it either. So we're building like a round dome, and we have a clear piece, but we're putting it on a solid piece, which is then, again, going on a solid piece that cannot be seen through. Kind of disagree with that. People say. Like, well, I even have a clear piece at that point. I'm looking over at some other TIE fighters, right? And they have, yeah, they just use legit like clear pieces of the cockpit. So what's the difference here? There's our TIE fighter bounty. I missed a part. Just because I have the extra piece, I'm actually gonna put a little red dot under there. Yeah, it's very interesting. It at least gets like basically the curve around, but I feel this is kind of a cop out. Hmm. Hmm. All right. Next bag. Alright, got bag number 2. Got another character. One I'm not familiar with because I haven't watched like the little animated thing that this is related to. She does get a double printed face though, which is cool. Nice big hairdo. Love it. And cool printed pants. I like it. I like a little outfit. It's cute. Okay, but she has a weapon. It looks like a fucking gaffy stick. I am still contemplating picking up the Black Millennium Falcon. I think I want it. I think it'd be fun to build. So I might want to get on that pretty soon, though. We'll see. I get paid extra next month. Are we making 2 times? Yes. And I realize now. Also, can I say, okay, I know that, like, fucking Death Star diorama thing that they're pulling out for $1,000 is, like, massive, and I know that it's, like, a diorama thing, and, you know, obviously, like, within that set, you can't really necessarily build things to scale, but that fucking TIE Fighter that you get as, like, a gift for purchase looks so dumb. It's basically like, oh, here's your TIE Fighter, here's wings that are like just basically as tall as it is. It's like, that's a TIE Fighter, right? It's like, fucking hell. It just looks so stupid. Like, if you can't make it look good, don't make it. Especially for $1,000. I'm also kind of like specifically offended by the back of it because it's not flat, because of the window in Palpatine's little chamber. Which, by the way, which Death Star is this? Is it Death Star 1? Is it Death Star 2? It doesn't look like it's Death Star 2 because it doesn't have any, like, weird construction stuff happening on the outside edge. But yet, the Emperor's throne room was definitely Death Star 2 location. So I'm just like, which Death Star? It's like, it doesn't make sense. It's definitely more Death Star 1 than Death Star 2, but even the hangar bay is portraying Death Star 2 over Death Star 1. And I'm not... I'm not trying to be like some fucking purist here. I'm just saying, for $1,000, I feel like there needs to be some sort of... I'm going to make up a word here, maybe. Cohesiality? Cohesiveness. I like my word better. But though cohesiveness is actually what my word means. But yeah, just make it make sense. Justify to me the fact that this thing exists. But yeah, it's not flat on the back because of the window for the Emperor's throne room. And on top of that, the back side of it, because even though it is not flat, is not finished. So it just looks like exposed construction back there. And so I don't really want people seeing that. To me, it is a set that gets hung on the wall for sure. But then, does that mean that I have to modify the set to make that work? I mean, ultimately, it probably just really means that I have to hang it further from the wall. But yeah, I am overall disappointed with the $1,000 Death Star kit. But it's definitely one of those sets that, like, if I ever decide that I want to have it, it's because I bought it off of fucking, like, AliExpress for, like, $100. I actually don't really like any of the main Death Star sets. I think the very first one just, like, looked messy, like, as a playset, and just not a fan of it. I don't really know if there have been any other. If it's just like a model of the Death Star itself, yeah, fine. It's great. I just really think that they get into issues when they actually start including, like, other elements. Like, it should have been... They should have Mighty Maxed it, sort of, you know what I mean? It's like, basically, have it so that it opened, and had stuff inside of it. They would have less space, you know, and all that, I guess. But I think ultimately it would have worked better. Just open it up in like some sort of clamshell. Oh yeah, I need to build like 4 of these, don't I? Because the way that it looks now, it's just like it's like the Death Star with little holes cut out of it. That's kind of goofy. I was thinking about like what I might be able to like what would consider like a better like Lego Death Star set, right? And I'm like, if they didn't want to go for like the full circle or the full sphere, build like you could treat it almost like an art piece where you build like a large part of this of the surface, like maybe you build part of the trench, or you're building um like the because like the trench run with the ships, so you get to add a couple TIE fighters and like a small version of a TIE fighter, like the fleet with like Vader as they're chasing like Luke and those guys, and you can maybe have like the small version of the Millennium Falcon swoop in. You know what I mean? Like that to me sounds more interesting. And again, it'd be a wall hanger, but I'd be okay with that. All right, I need 8 of whatever this is that I'm making. Do that or build like a more detailed diorama of very specific parts of the Death Star. Like I know that they have a like a small Vader's throne room or Palpatine's throne room or whatever. But I don't know, maybe expand upon it. Because I really do think that when people were thinking Death Star, people were thinking like the entire Death Star. I was. I built one of them wrong. I might have even agreed with $1,000 prize, but I feel gross saying that. Depending on what the outcome could have been. One thing I will say about the newer sets and TIE fighters is that they build the wings correctly, or they've really improved upon how the wings are made to make them look a lot more like they do in the movies. And I actually like it. So I need 4 of these. Okay. These 4. There's a gun in your hand. Nothing happens and I'll never use. Don't break my heart, don't break my heart, don't. Hey. Yeah, they really do actually add a lot of details to the wings, and I like it. Just brings me back to the days with the blue and black stuff that they would do, and those wings would fall apart, and pieces would come off easily. It's amazing how much like better and worse Lego has gotten with this stuff over time. Yeah, those look great. Alright, Bag number 4. Oh, I see one of my favorite Lego colors. Neon green. Oh, that's funny. The last two were right next to each other. Okay. Take this. Put that on there. I'm actually gonna... Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Like that. I like the way that those look. Those look great. I think they are in proportion with this too. I think. Alright, let me turn these babies over. Alright, let's build the connectors. Not saying by 2, though. Probably because of, like, the different ways that a certain piece might face. It's asking for what looks like dark gray, but this is not dark gray. So it has to be light gray. that black? No, this one's actually dark gray. Okay. Now we have this piece. Have our wing. Goes on like that. Oh, now it says 2 times. Or should I have assumed that this is already a 2 times? Ugh, damn it. I think I should have assumed from the beginning that it was already a 2 times. Okay. Maybe. Oh, that's interesting. They do have some printed pieces. Two. Oh. Would you believe? I somehow missed this. Okay. Okay. So these go in this way. Then apparently these slide in underneath to lock them in. And we have a TIE Fighter. Of course, what is a TIE Fighter without green glowy laser bolts? No specific activation method, just push. Okay, there we go. TIE Fighter pilot goes in here. Bam. Alright. One TIE Fighter. Which set is this supposed to be? 2 seconds. I want to look something up. Oh, I almost miss having a little 10 key. So this is Jedi Bob's Starfighter. And it is surprisingly cheap. Interesting. This is just like generic Jedi guy. Introduce kids to the legendary Jedi Bob. Cool Starfighter building sets for kids. Zoom in, rotate sets, and track progress on the app. Okay, so that's kind of interesting. Add to list. Surprisingly cheap for Star Wars. And then if I look up 75389, let me find here. Largely unavailable. $139 to $169 in price. Yeah, I might need to, if I want to pick up this set, I'm gonna have to like think about that pretty hard soon. Okay, cool. Let's move on. I'll leave that out now. I have a lot of these, but I don't remember using them for anything. That I can't deny. No, that's yeah, those came out of like bag 4. I don't fucking see them anywhere. Yeah, because I don't see them anywhere else. That is so weird. Where would they have been used? Oh. I found it. I found it. Structurally speaking, is that going to cause any problems? I wonder. No, not necessarily. But now that I know that they have a home, I will add it. Pleasure my pain. No one knows. Speaking can I hear the stranger feels? Okay, cool. Here's the question: will the little thing at the bottom change from a Imperial trooper to a Rebel trooper? Okay, we have a droid in oddly okay. Like I know that they are like sort of the same color scheme, but these these colors are very McDonald's. Yeah, this is droid LEGO. Or like L3G0 or something like that, but yeah, basically Lego. But yeah, you can I'm sure you understand what I'm talking about when this is basically like Ronald McDonald the droid. As I had mentioned, I think a little earlier, my friend was having a birthday, right? And so her husband gave her some presents. And I told them after they had opened up that box, I'm just like, that box, I knew. I knew just looking at it. That is a Lego set. Yeah, the bricks are calling to me. Like I don't know, it's just like sometimes like you've seen something so many times. Even like I didn't even touch it. I didn't hear it. I didn't shake it. You know what I mean? Because it's not my present, so I'm not about to go like assault and harass somebody else's present to try to figure out what it is. But yeah, I knew just at a glance. Oh, that is more bricks, more proof than I have bought way too much Lego in my lifetime. But yeah, he gave her the Jurassic Park T-Rex skeleton, which is it's a cool set, but for me, I feel like it's the way that they build it. It's like it's very rigid and straight, and I feel like it doesn't have enough. Am I thinking about like fluid motion or like it doesn't have like there's no like organic curves to that one axis of the body, and because of that, it kind of feels like a little eh. But that's just kind of how I feel. Because usually when you see like dino poses or like dinosaurs, right, they're like in they can be in fairly dynamic poses. I wonder if the reason for the pose of this one is because it's not like a small set at all, but based on like the weight of it and the size of it, they had to sort of go for that straight body, um, because there wouldn't have been a way to support it with the inner skeleton any other way. That's like my rationalization for it in my mind. But I don't know. Just doesn't necessarily scream to me. She was very happy though. Ah, shit. I haven't built an X-Wing in a while, I feel. Oh, that's why I wasn't finding what I was looking for. Okay. We have a little printed piece. Hooray! It's your typical aiming reticule and buttons. And then we move right on to stickers in the next step. Um. I missed that. Sorry, I'm just kind of just into it right now. I'm gonna set everything that I had on my mind currently. Kind of just thinking about how X-Wings are kind of sleek, and I like how when it comes to just sort of spacecraft in general, it doesn't really have to be like any specific rule. For how they're put together, because it's space. They don't have to look like some sort of plane. But I know that a lot of spaceships, like, they start off kind of that way, but... Ban... but yeah, like this. This doesn't look like a plane. I like it. Alright. We have Rebel Pilot. And he's got a double printed face. He's got happy face and stern face. We'll make him happy. Oh, wait. They also gave him a gun. That I cannot put in his hand for some reason. That's the top. I thought I'd be okay swapping up like my little setup here, but no. I am very much dependent on these pieces being on a very specific side at this point in time now. Wow. Yeah, this one at least gets like a proper canopy. I wonder why that one doesn't. Why is this a sticker? I even believe that this existed as a printed piece previously, too. Alright, finally confirms that this actually is a gap. Because I wasn't sure. One thing that I used to do as a kid in high school, after I started taking technical drawing, is I loved drawing. uh, I love drawing the like isometric views of spaceships like the X-wing. For whatever reason, I thought it was cool. Such a nerd. One thing I will give them is they actually do the Greeblies on the X-Wing pretty decent justice. Where did this piece come from, specifically? Or is this like an actual, like, Star Wars piece? That's interesting. Oh, I like that. Cool. Like I said, it's been a while since I built an X-Wing, so I feel like they have actually improved things. That's actually like a pretty decent way to build that that angle. It is actually causing a piece to bend though. But anyway. Is the knife on? Man, it can't be the wrong guy. Man, wrong. Landing gear. All right. Bag 7 almost done. Assume that we're building wing. This orientation. Okay. 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 Stickers. All right, stick 5. And sticker 4. Lego critics are right though when they ask for like if the Lego is gonna have a sticker, please make it like match the color better. Ooh, I like this. Like It's like what, a magenta, sort of pinkish, see-through. I love that color. That's a good one that they use for Star Wars. There you go. Wing. Yeah. back your wings for mine. Make them true. And more of this. One sticks out. Oh, that one sticks out too. Never mind. Never mind. There you go. All right, got another character. Last bag. I feel like I'm lagging, but I think I'm just honestly hungry. Haven't eaten anything since like yesterday afternoon. Brain needs some energy. Don't worry about that once we're done. Okay. 2 more wings left. And got a character with a scared face and a happy face. I'm going to make him scared. Then apparently he's just carrying a blue square and some sort of staff that I almost thought looked like a mop. It's just future mop. Yeah, some kind of staff. Who's this character anyway? So it says the characters here are Yessi Scala, and we just built Sig Greebling. Okay. Yessi Scala, Sig Greebling. Is there some sort of pun that I'm supposed to have on her name that I'm not quite aware of here? But Greebling. Greebling I get. time for more stickers. I have two. And one, and that's it for stickers. Okay, good. All right, last wing. that it? Hey! There we go. All 4 wings. Wow. Oh, shit. That is missing something. There you go. Landing gear. Nobody taught them how. They're actually supposed to go this way. Like that. Okay. Then we have red for the X-Wing. Then, of course, we have S-foils locked in attack position. There you go. X-Wing. Great. Then we have Pilot Man. Fits in there with gun. And X-Wing gets McDonald's droid. Alright, anything else? Nope, that's it. Cool. Actually, before I, like, fully... Okay, cool. Now is where the fun bit's supposed to start, right? But yeah, so take out these little pegs. And shoot myself. Take out wings. The same thing for the TIE Fighter. They just go... I do appreciate how easy it is to swap them. So You end up with the. uh, this, this one's kind of goofy, but I like it. I like it. It's kind of goofy. Honestly, the one that I think might actually be the coolest is this one. Like, for whatever reason, I really do actually find myself liking this. This has like a concept, I think. Because it's... In my mind, it's almost the same as, like, a TIE Advanced, except it's just got different wing and engine profile on it. And for whatever reason, I feel like this works as a spaceship. The other cool thing about this is too is that because it is such like a short profile, those fucking little landing gear actually work. The landing gear on this thing is wholly unnecessary because it can't even touch the ground. Yeah, I think out of all of these, this one is by far my favorite. Yeah, this one makes sense. It's a TIE wing, and I love it. And that's an X-Fighter. What do you think? Which is your preferred combination? Or you just like the stock standard? Are you super vanilla? Alright, well, that's good. I'm freaking hungry. This one almost needs the wings to sort of be like rotated, like for this one to kind of make sense, the wings almost need to go this direction. Like this one would probably look really good with the bent TIE Fighter wings. Like if this was like a TIE Advanced mixed with the X-Wing, I think that could actually look pretty cool. But yeah, for me, this one is winner. It just, I don't know. It makes sense to me as a spaceship. It feels like this would be like insanely capable compared to an original TIE Fighter. But aren't these... I think that these ships are supposed to be like basically comparable. Anyway, this is my preferred. Alright, I'm out. Thanks for watching. Much appreciated. I will see you soon. Love you. Bye-bye.